For Christmas, drank shampoo. A little powder of white kept me up most of the night. And then I turned blue for Christmas. Hey, Imus, it's Elvis, son, the king of rock and roll. Let's not be trying to tell me about no bummed-out Christmas, also. You think you're bummed out? Hell, I'm dead, baby. That's a bummed-out Christmas. Now, what the hell you're bitching about? Because I ain't dead only at Christmas time, hoss. There ain't no part-time to this being dead business, no, sir. When you're dead, it's a full-time shift, you know what I mean? So, don't be selling me no bummed-out job, okay? I'm bummed out dead. Dead bummed out, whichever way it works out the same thing, you know? You see, it's like this, son. You ever see a cat or something wander out into a four-lane and had real heavy truck traffic on it? You know how sometimes a big old white or a Alice Chalmers or something will catch one of them little buggers flushing the headlights and knock it into the path of a gravel hauler coming away? And, you know, there wouldn't even be a tick collar left, you know what I mean? Well, that's how I'm spending my Christmas, baby. Just like that damn cat, dead. Regardless of what some dog-eared 51-year-old thin-haired housewife drinking wine and chain-smoking Salems in a broke-down trailer outside Terre Haute wants to think about it. The king is fly for him, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't bad when I was alive, though. In fact, me and Priscilla used to play dead. Yeah, she'd dress up in a toe tag, you know, and she'd sprawl out across the bed and hold real still. And I'd go in an autopsy her with my love probe, you know what I mean? Yeah, then we lay back and smoke a couple of sucking chest wound bandages and listen to Mom out in the kitchen wring the neck off a chicken. Oh, it was great, man. But enough about the good life, because, well, like I said, I'm dead now, so I guess I'll just get on out of here behind this tune I wrote. You can stick it on your radio or stick it up your ass. I couldn't care less. I'm so depressed. Let's see here now. Well, you might as well shout, you might as well cry, you might as well pout, I'm telling you why. Santa had a heart attack, he's dead. And fa la 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 la, la 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 la. You.
I'm Imus in the morning. This is Sports Radio 66, WFAN in New York.
I speak fluent Java soul.
Jive-ass soul.
See.
That's what you speak.
Fluently.
See. So we'll play the tape and then you'll tell us what he said.
See.
All right, let's do that.
Mama, you're the funky people.
Good morning, funky people. I come to you today to ask for your help. The Godfather needs a favor.
Play it on the team.
Oh, I'll tell you their names, but you know, strange it may seem, they give these ball players nowadays very peculiar names.
You mean funny names?
Strange names, pet names like Dizzy Dean and
Brother Daffy.
Daffy Dean.
I'm their French cousin.
French?
Gouffet.
Gouffet Dean. Oh, I see. Well, let's see. We have on the bags, we have who's on first, what's on second. I don't know who's on third.
That's what I want to find out.
I say who's on first, what's on second. I don't know who's on third.
Are you the manager?
Yes.
You're going to be the coach, too?
Yes.
And you know the fellow's name?
Well, I should.
Well, then who's on first?
Yes.
I mean the fellow's name.
Who?
The guy on first.
Who?
The first baseman.
Who?
The guy playing
Who
first.
is on first?
I'm asking you who's on first.
That's the man's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Well, go ahead and tell me.
That's it.
That's who?
Yes.
Look, you got a first baseman.
Certainly.
Who's playing first?
That's right.
When you pay off the first baseman every month, who gets the money?
Every dollar of it.
All I'm trying to find out is the fellow's name on first base.
Who?
The guy that gets the
That's
money.
it.
Who gets the money on
He
first
does, every dollar. Sometimes his wife comes down and collects it.
Whose wife?
Yes. What's wrong with that?
Look, all I want to know is when you sign up the first baseman, how does he sign his name to the contract? The guy.
Who?
How does he sign his
That's
name?
how he signs it.
Who?
Yes.
All I'm trying to find out is what's the guy's name on first base?
No, what is on second base?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
One base at a time.
Well, don't change the players.
I'm not changing nobody.
Take it easy, buddy.
I'm only asking you, who's the guy on first base?
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, what's the guy's name on first base?
So what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know.
Oh, he's on third. We're not talking about him. Now, let's forget it.
Now, how did I get on third base?
Why, you mentioned his name.
If I mention the third baseman's name, who did I say is playing third?
No, who's playing first?
What's on first?
What's on second?
I don't know.
He's on third.
There I go, back on third again. Will you stay on third base? Don't go off it.
All right, don't even know.
Now, who's playing third base?
Why do you insist on putting who on third base?
What am I putting on third?
And what is on second?
You don't want who on second?
Who is on first?
I don't know. Third base! Look, you got outfield?
Sure.
The left fielder's name.
Why?
I just thought I'd ask.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Now tell me who's playing left field.
Who is playing first?
I'm not. Stay out of the infield. I want to know what's the guy's name in left field.
No, what is on second?
I'm not asking you who's on second.
Who's on first?
I don't know. Third base. And the left fielder's name?
Why?
Because.
Oh, he's center field.
He is field.
players as well as
Look, you got a pitcher on the team?
Sure.
The pitcher's name.
Tomorrow?
You don't want to tell me today?
I'm telling you,
Then
man.
Go ahead.
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow you're going to tell me who's pitching?
Now listen, who is not pitching?
I'll break your arm, you say. Who's on first? I want to know what's the pitcher's name.
What's on second?
I don't know.
Third base.
Now the catcher?
Certainly.
The catcher's name.
Today.
And tomorrow's pitcher.
Now you've got it.
All we got is a couple of days on the team. You know, I'm a catcher, too.
So they tell me.
I get behind the plate, do some fancy catching. Tomorrow's pitching on my team, and a heavy hitter gets up.
Yes.
Now, the heavy hitter bunts the ball. When he bunts the ball, me being a good catcher, I want to throw the guy out of first base, so I pick up the ball and throw it to who?
Now that's the first thing you've said right.
I don't even know what I'm talking about.
Well, that's all you have to do.
Is to throw the ball at first base.
Yes.
Now, who's got it?
Naturally.
Look, if I throw the ball at first base, somebody's got to get it. Now, who has it?
Naturally.
Who?
Naturally.
Naturally?
Naturally.
So I pick up the ball and I throw it to Naturally.
No, you don't. You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's different.
That's what I say.
You're not saying
I
that.
throw the ball to
You
Naturally.
throw it to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
That's what I said.
You ask me.
I throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
Now you ask me.
You throw the ball to who?
Naturally.
That's it.
Same as you.
Don't change them around.
Same as you. I throw the ball to who? Whoever it is drops the ball and the guy runs to second. Who picks up the ball and throws it to what? What throws it to? I don't know. Throws it back to tomorrow. Triple play.
Yes.
Another guy gets up and it's a long fly ball to be caught. Why? I don't know. He's on third and I don't give a darn.
What?
I said I don't give a darn.
Oh, that's our shortstop.
I'm in it.
As I was just schmoozing to Rob from the Garden of Eden on the other side of the glass, a timeless bit, even though you've heard this probably more times than you want to, but as Steve Martin once said, the only way you can duplicate the timing of that kind of comedy bit is to just replay it from the originals, Abbott and Costello. Who's on first? Unbelievable. One.
Your pig is out of your blanket and in the meatloaf.
Oh, no.
Tell Mom to lose the dinner plate idea. Just say, Mom, I'll take my juicy oatmeal meat dish packed in a sausage casing or maybe the goose's body cavity. That way it won't be your meat that loafs. Either way, it's the right thing to do.
Imus in the morning. Go straight to...
Get James out of jail for Christmas. We're really doing a lot here to help him, aren't we?
The weather outside is frightful. And inside, I'm killing what for?
No, come on, Miles.
Great mom. Yeah, I love
Sure
it.
have become commercialized, haven't they?
Yeah.
You could understand it about Hanukkah, but for the life of me, I can't figure out how Christmas ever became such an enterprise. Save for the fact that most of the people who observe Hanukkah sell things to people who observe Christmas, don't they? Basically, Jewish people are smart and Christians are dumb. Maybe you're disagreeing with me at this point, which is your prerogative, you dumb Christian. Anyway, a lot of people who live somewhere other than Borough Park don't know a whole lot about Hanukkah, like how to spell it. Chanukah. How you get Hanukkah out of that is beyond me, but Jews do. Anyway, Hanukkah is simply Jewish Christmas. It celebrates the struggle of Hebrew people to free themselves from Syrian domination in the 2nd century B.C. They were led by a priest and the priest's son, who called himself Maccabee, which led to today's familiar Hebrew candy confection, the Jujube. Anyway, poorly equipped and incredibly outnumbered, the Maccabean guerrillas nevertheless smashed the Syrians, first charging them and then overcharging them. This led to one of the world's greatest inventions, the safe deposit box. I think it's great to have a holiday that celebrates a fight against oppression instead of some obscure religious mumbo-jumbo. Unfortunately, not content to leave Hanukkah political, the rabbis added some cockamamie story about how when the great temple in Jerusalem was rebuilt, one day's supply of oil miraculously lasted 8 days. Hey, it's not quite as good as Mary telling Joseph her story, but it works. Anyway, the oil anecdote is why Hanukkah lasts 8 nights. On each night, Jews light one more candle on a candle holder they call a menorah, except in Italy, where it's called a atzamora, and on 47th Street in Manhattan, where it's known as a cash register. At any rate, you get presents in all 8 nights, which seems to me to be reason enough to call Hanukkah a big improvement on Christmas. Yeah. In either case, have a happy one, or at least survive the thing. Thank you.
Bells ring, it's the season, and the weather is pleasing. It's snowing tonight, what a beautiful sight on Adam Clayton Powell Boulevard. And how about this one? Right. You better watch out, you better not pucker, you better not pout, he's a bad motherfucker. Santa Claus is coming uptown.
We're going to have a little trouble with that one.
No, I don't think you will. And of course, my personal favorite. Yeah. On the 12th day of Christmas, my bitch gave in to me 12 Subway tokens, 11 Coupe de Villes, 10 packs of Cools, 9 pairs of Adidas, 8 dudes are singing, 7 homeboys chilling, 6 pack of Millers, 5 golden chains, 4 McDLTs, 3 French fries, 2 Kango caps, and a ticket for Run DMC. Merry Christmas.
Public Affairs Division presents the in Washington Decade in Review, Part 2. Here now, Imus in Washington Senior Correspondent, Imus in Washington. Imus? Thank you, Imus. And here to begin today's program, State Department Correspondent Walter Cronkite. Dorknick?
No, go ahead. That was cute. Just do the whole damn thing by yourself. Go ahead. One of the events of the decade just past that most accurately put the turbulent 80s into perspective would take place in 1983, as a stunning young woman named Vanessa Williams became the first black Miss America, and then became the first Miss America, black or otherwise, to have photographs revealed of her, how shall I put this, having that proverbial tuna sandwich as she dined at the Y. The early photographs of Miss Williams and a white chick shocked the nation. Not so much because of the nature of the photographs, but because of the startling resemblance Miss Williams bore in them to James Brown, the long-haired soul singer. Once again, we've called upon United Nations Connecticut interpreter Johnson McKelvey to translate Miss Williams' remarks as she was asked what being Miss America would mean to her.
I hope for to be getting me a whole lots of money for with to buy stuff out. And then I wants to be getting into the movies. So I be posing for the films into the near future. Get back, signify. I already done started, see, by playing Johnny on the Pony with the white chick for DB Penthouse. Jump up, spread 'em. Good God, sometimes I have to kiss myself.
A startling resemblance to the soul godfather.
It shocked the nation, Walter, and the next event to so capture the country would occur the very next year, 1984, aboard a New York City subway train. A meek, mild-mannered, some would say mousy man burst into the headlines behind a smoking .38. Bernhard Goetz, a celebrated subway vigilante. And who knew at the time that a fellow passenger's ghetto blaster was recording the entire episode that night as Bernhard sealed his place in the National Rifle Association's Hall of Fame.
Pick him up, motherfucker. Who, me? No, Dwight Eisenhower. Yeah, you hopped up hunky germ.
Oh, my. Are you wobbing me?
Well, we ain't saying. See, that way when all this come out in the post, ain't no way nobody could ever say that's what we was doing. Now hand over all your motherfucking money so we can buy.
Oh, my. Do you have a weapon?
Yeah, we got screwdrivers that look like ice picks.
Oh, okay. All I've got is a .38 Smith & Wesson Police Special. Instead of Subway Twain, why don't we play Soul Twain? Yeah, and you fellas can dance. Hey, you don't look so bad. Here's another. This is fun.
A night literally blown into this reporter's memory. I must
blow this.
Well, put it in the refrigerator. I'll get to it later. Finally, for this episode, Imus, who can forget that moment? 1987 it was. The building collapsed that crushed New York City disc jockey Don Imus to the consistency of an Aunt Jemima flapjack. Do you remember that?
Well, what are you talking about?
That terrible crash where that building fell on you, just destroyed you, just crushed you into just a flood like a pancake.
I wasn't crushed in any building collapse.
Well, I can dream, can I?
Imus in the morning.
Want some vodka?
No, I don't want any vodka.
All right.
So how are you?
Okay, how are you? Happy New Year, Mr. Chump.
It's a couple days ago, champ.
I know.
Oh, I see what you mean, though.
But, you know, I've been up since Christmas, so...
I know you have. So who'd you spend Christmas with? The bartender here?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep, we built a tree over there in the corner, and I didn't have any presents, so I just tied a ribbon around my Johnson. I said, here, open this.
Well, come on, champ.
Bring me another drink.
Champ.
What?
Maybe we should try to walk this off.
What? Walk what off?
Well, I mean, you must have had 80 quarts of vodka.
Well, it's okay. I'm a big boy.
Yeah, you are, sure.
But you know what I did? I did my New Year's revolution.
Well, and what is that?
Well, I'm gonna go back to school and get my equivalency.
Right.
I'm gonna quit smoking.
I didn't know you did smoke.
Well, I don't. But you have to have a couple easy ones in there. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to do the rest of them, right?
Okay.
I want to kill somebody in the ring this year. Because a lot of very famous fighters...
Oh, no, what?
Well, yeah, I want to kill somebody in the ring. I want to kill Jerry Cooney in the ring.
No, champion.
Yeah, no, I want him to die in the ring.
No.
And I want to be the guy that kills him. I want to hit him so hard that his head comes right off his body and flies up into the press box. And then I want all the guys in the press box to play soccer with it.
Aren't New Year's resolutions supposed to be things to improve yourself? Or...
Yeah, okay. All right, then Don King.
Want to kill him?
Yeah.
That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, that candle-head looking mother... I never said that before. That feels good.
Yeah.
And I'm going to quit playing with my beef puppet.
With your beef puppet?
Yeah. Little Mikey.
Yeah.
You know, because, I mean, it's hard. I mean, yeah, that too, but I mean, it's also difficult.
Yeah, just stop playing with it.
Yeah, I mean, you're in the shower, you have a condition.
Hey, what are you guys doing? Is this illegal? Busy. Oh, you left it on? No. Yes, you did. No. It's on play. Yeah, no, just put it on play. Oh.
Did you see me dress up as Baby New Year's?
I didn't know I didn't.
Well, look.
No, come on, champ, put your pants on.
I like the diaper. Isn't that the best part?
Yeah, that really is nice.
Imus in the morning.
Ahead, there's just one thing we know for sure, that Elvis Presley's dead. I'm so dead, baby. Yeah, baby, it's me, Imus, the ghostly departed voice of the king of rock and roll, speaking right through your bridge work, son. You ever wonder how come it is I can speak to you and nobody else? Well, that's because you're a lunatic, man. Anyway, how's it going for you on the threshold of the 90s, huh? Not so damn hot, huh? Yeah, I saw that New Year's celebration you had, baby. And you was reduced to sitting home alone watching the ball drop 15 channels at once, naked, dipping your cat in a linguine, and then dipping your linguine in the cat, and then dipping your cat in a linguine, and then dipping your linguine in the cat, spitting on lingerie ads in the paper, and trying to blow up your aorta on a treadmill. That was quite a night, man. Hell, I got more of a life than that, and I'm dead. You know what I mean? Here's the way I figured, man. You ought to provide a decent home for that cat, and then blow your brains out, huh? Man, that Panama dopehead, Muriel Noegro, he's got more of a future than you, and he went from something to nothing in about a Miami minute, man. From chasing skirts to hiding under him in a convent, you know? And ain't he in great shape, huh? No dope and looking for a rope. Actually, old Noriega reminds me a lot of Priscilla, you know? Back there when she and me had played dictator. Yeah, she'd dress up like a tater, and then I'd dick her. And boy, my spud go thud, and then we'd lay back and fire up a roll or two of that ganja, man, you know? Of course, so then I had to go on and swallow more stuff than the DEA confiscated in 87 and chase it with some junk Kitty Dukakis wouldn't even drink and then fall down dead. I guess that was a little much, huh? Oh, did I mention that I'm dead? Yeah, I took that last train to autopsy bill, son. I'm gone just like the 80s. About 2 steps from being a trivia question. No, well, what the hell? Here's a tune that the Army could blast at Muriel, no siree, Bob, and get him away from the canal zone. And let's see here. Well, it's one for the money, a two for the show. You're stuck in there and you ain't got no blow, but if you come out, we'll give you all the stuff you want. Oh, yeah, come on out. We'll give you all the stuff you want. Oh, that'll get him, son. Sure as hell got me.
My way.
And now, the end is near, and so I face the final curtain. My friends, I'll make this clear. I just gave up because I was hurting. I had a real good time. I lived my life not in a shy way. I was the f***ing boss. I did it my way. George Bush, he kicked my ass just 'cause I make fun of his honey. But not too long ago, the CIA, they give me money. I had a real good time, and every night was like a Friday. But now those days are gone, no longer my way. Regrets, I have had a few, but then again, too few to matter. I'm not a psycho case, you heard it said, mad as a hatter. No more the dope and broads, the time has come to hit the highway. But hey, if I must go, I'll do it my way. Or what is a man? What has he got? If not his own country, then he has not. The CIA, how they did search, while all the while I was in church. The record shows life really blows, but I did it my way.
The champ, a former champ, Mike Tyson. Oh, champ, don't do that.
What do you mean former champ?
I mean, you got knocked out and now you're not the champ.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, when everybody introduces Muhammad Ali, they always say the champ. He hasn't been champ for 40 years.
I understand that, but...
I mean, once you have attained that level of excellence in your craft, you should be able to carry that forever. They still call President Nixon Mr. President.
Well, yes, they do. All right, listen,
What?
How about this woman?
You made me very upset when you say former champ like that.
All right, well, I'll just call you champ then. Don't start crying,
Okay.
please. All right. Are you drinking again, champ?
No. No.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I just haven't stopped.
Well, you haven't stopped drinking.
So I'm not drinking again. It's just one long continuous drink. Just cover the ice.
Listen,
Just cover the ice.
how about this woman who had this baby? Champ, how about this woman who had this baby, who claims it's your baby?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Billie Jean is not my lover. She's just a girl, claims that I am the one. But the kid is not my son. Ooh, ooh.
She said the baby looks like you because it has your nose and stuff, but...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
How did she know it's mine? It could be anybody. It could be Broderick Crawford's baby for all she knows.
Or Zippy the Chimp, or...
Oh, you want to give me another racial slur, Mr. Chump?
No.
How about I break this bottle and stuff it up your I would do it, too.
I'm sure you would.
Zippy the Chimp. You're the monkey boy here. Hey, everybody, look at this monkey boy, Mr. Chump. We'll be making fun of my son.
Why do you have to do that?
Well, I'm sorry. Would you rather I did something else?